G'day friends, it's Vicky Wright, Independent Stampin' Up Demonstrator, Australia. So welcome back to our Sunday share, where Robbie and I each Sunday will share a project with you. And this time round we've been doing the sections or the new sections from the new catalogue. So last month, May, we did the kids collections, and this month we're going to be doing the quick and easy options, where we're going to be playing with the mix and match. So yeah, and we're going to use the Ephemera, I think that's how it's pronounced. They're die cut shapes, okay? And I'm going to be using either Something for Everything or Fully Flowering, along with the cards. So you get the Sunny Spring cards or the Calming Creek cards, okay? But we're going to be using, well, I'm going to be doing them in different ways, okay? So that's what, and I think it's this one we're going to be playing with today. I'll just show you. This is the Sunny Springs. So that's the envelope, and that, very bright. And there are the envelopes, and I have actually chopped one of the envelopes up, so you'll see that shortly. Then these are the matching card bases, so that would obviously go with that. Then you've got that one, which is the envelope that I've actually chopped up. Then you've got this one, so they're sort of the opposite. This one is there, and then you've got that one. Okay, so this is the pack we're going to be playing with today. A little bit out of my comfort zone, but that can be a good thing. Okay, so there are our envelopes. What do I call them? They're the Sunny Spring envelopes. And then you've got your Ephemera pack. I've really got to stop and think how to pronounce that. This is the Something for Everything pack. So you get 2 sheets of different shapes. There's a sheet under there. That's the same. Got that one. That's the same. Little dog, and that's the same. And then those 2 ones. Okay. Quick and easy. They're great. Okay, so that's that one. But we're going to use, I think we're going to use the fully flowering one. Okay, and I've just pulled them, I've just taken them out of their packets, and I've just put them into one of our die cases. And what I did was I cut around the cover, the plastic cover that you get, sort of here, and I've just stuck it to the inside of the case. I just thought it was a good way of keeping everything together, because they will pop out pretty easy, and instead of having them all over the place, I thought that would be a good way of keeping them in one spot. And I think this is the one we're going to be using, which is the Fully Flowering. So you get, as I said, 2 sheets of everything, or 2 sheets of each. And you've even got images that you can actually colour as well. And you get 4 different sheets. Okie dokie. And I'm thinking we might use this one. I think just with the colour, I'm using that blue, this blue here. So that is a sewer afternoon, I call it As You Are. So we'll pull out this one here. And we'll use that shape, I think. I'm going to sort of keep it pretty easy. Is there anything else we can use with it? No, I think that'll do us, eh? Then we'll bring in our kit. Oh, there's another one that's jumped out. So I'm just going to convert it to our standard size envelope. I mean, card size and envelope. Okie dokie. So here's the envelope, or what's left of it, that goes with this card. Okay, so you got that, and then that's the outside of it. But I've chopped it up, excuse me, and we're going to use this. And I'm thinking we will put it onto a piece of balmy blue. But now that I've done that, what I'm actually thinking is what we might do chop this back even further. Just like that. And then, me being me, I love to chop my paper randomly. So we're just going to do that. So we've got 4 pieces, or 2 pieces I should say. What have I done? That's that. And that's that. Okay. So we'll bring in our piece of balmy blue. Usually I layer it onto basic white, but we'll use balmy blue this time. And that, by chopping it back just a little fraction, it should be okay. It should be the right. Although we may have to chop off a little bit, obviously, but okay. We'll play it by ear. Now, I could have used this side, but I wanted to keep it a little bit subtle and not in my face. Whoops. Now, I just want a tiny little bit of edge of a little bit of the balmy blue showing. Okie dokie. So we'll probably have to chop a little bit of the balmy blue off, but that's okay. My glue's running out too. Now you could use the Stamp and Seal if you wanted to, or your tear and tape if you wanted to, but I like to use the liquid glue I just find I've got a little bit of wriggle room with it. And I think that goes down there, yeah. Now I'm leaving a little bit of the balmy blue showing between each piece as well. You could butt it up against each other if you wanted to, just to give it another look again. But we're going to do it this way. That's that. Yeah. Now I'm keeping my pattern of my DSP or envelope in line with each other, and when I'm sticking it back together, I'm also making sure that the images match in. You could have done two, well, you could have made this one, flipped it over to the opposite side if you wanted to, and then make the opposite corner the same as well. Flipped it over to the opposite side. But in this instance, we're just going to use the same piece, or the same side showing. Okay. Then we're going to bring in our trimmer again. Yeah, I thought I might have. All right, so when that happens, what I've done is I've chopped it off too short. So when that happens, I'll show you what I do. I go right around the edge. So that maybe is probably a good thing, that 5 3/8. And what I'll do is I'll just trim it back so that it's nice and straight and you can't see any of the blue around the edge. So bear with me. I'm just going to get another piece of balmy blue, and then what we're going to do is chop that back. Now, to the size we want, and hopefully, fingers crossed, toes crossed, that it all matches in. And look at that. I might just chop the sides back just that fraction, I think. Probably won't make a difference, but me being me, then we'll stick this down again, eh? And all it will do is just give it a little bit of dimension, because you've put it onto cardstock, and it will just be a little bit higher than normal, but that's okay. It just adds a little bit more interest to your card. There you go, look at that, wouldn't even know, eh? Then we'll bring in our base card, which is thick basic white. And we're just gonna fold this in half. Now I actually remembered my bone holder this time. Whoops. Bit of a mark there, so we'll put it on that side. And we're just going to put this down on the front of our base card, hey? And as I said, this panel will be a little bit higher than normal, and it's because of adding that extra bit of cardstock. Not as high as what it would be if you had to put it on dimensionals, but higher than just gluing it down. So I'm not sure whether you can see that or not, but it's just a little bit higher. Then what we're going to do is bring in a piece of As You Are Afternoon and a little piece of Basic White, and we're going to stick these two pieces together. Just like this. Just like that. And what I'm thinking we'll do is we'll just put that smack bang. I was going to put it down here like that, but I want to see the cuts in the paper. So we'll put it smack bang in the middle, eh? Just like that. And then I'm thinking we put this on the top like that. Let's do two. Okay, so we're going to pop this up. And I've only got the minis, so that's all right. Oops. And while we're here, let's put some on here because we're going to pop this up as well. Now, I probably wouldn't need as many if I had grabbed the right dimensionals, but it'll work the same way. It just means that we're just using a little bit more, a few more than what we'd normally use. And I'm only going to go back to the single flower now. Okay. I'm not going to put any down the stem, so we'll just put this on here, making sure it's nice and straight before we put it down. And once you know it's nice and straight, I will then just gently press down. I'm just going to fix that camera up. Probably chopped half of it off actually. So that's done. Then we'll grab our flower and we're going to put it on a slight angle. Pop that up. on the side. Okay, then we'll bring in our stamp set, which is going to be the Simply Stead. It's on the same page as our card and envelopes and our Ephemera pack. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. So this one, this is fast becoming my go-to stamp set. I love it. And we will put, let's do Happy Birthday, eh? If I had been quick enough, I could have just put Thinking of You, and I would have stamped it straight smack bang on that panel. But because I popped it up, I don't want to really take that risk that I won't get it straight or it won't stamp properly. So I'm not going to take that risk. And I have I don't think this is wide enough. Oh, could be. And we're just going to use Memento Black or Memento Tuxedo Black. Now I always stamp onto scrap paper first so that I know it's going to be, I know it's straight, or if I have to adjust it a little bit. And that's pretty good for me. Okay, and then we're going to chop this off. We might just do it on a slight angle. Just like that. And we might just bring it down. I'll put that on in a minute. What I want to do is I do have some, what do I do with it? Here it is, a piece of white baker's twine from the Essentials pack. And I just want to make a small bow. Grab our mini glue dots. These would be great for these packs and envelopes, or the cards and envelopes, as well as the Ephemera pack. Be great for kids or beginners. And we're just going to chop this off, just like that. So that's done. Then we're going to put this on, and I'm thinking we might even put this about here now. Yep, about there. Off to the side, which means I might even this up. It. Now I'm going to pop this up again, well, pop it up too. What do I do with our I'll tell you, they are our dimensionals. I tend to throw things to Kingdom Come when I'm finished with them, and then you go back looking for them. Now I'll have a link to my blog below, and I'll also have a link to Robbie's, so be sure to pop over to see what she has created using these packs as well. Now I don't know what pack she is using, or what she's doing. So it'll be a surprise to me as well. It'll be a surprise to me as it is to you. I'm just going to put doubles on the last couple, because remembering that we've popped this up. And we're just going to go along like that. Oh, and that's a bit crooked. I sometimes have to turn it around. Now, if you wanted to, you could trim that off so that it's nice and even with your blue, which I think is what we'll do. Better. And it's still a little bit crooked. And that's better. So that's our happy birthday. And then to finish it off, I'm thinking, these are the blooming pearls. And I'm thinking we might add a little bit of gold to the card, eh? Oops. One down here, one there, one up there. And that is our card. Now I've got a little piece left over from the envelope, so what I think we might do is just stick that now to the back of our envelope, just to finish it off. You could use, although I probably wouldn't use that side because it's got the tacky licky thing. Now you could stick this on the inside too if you wanted to, but we're going to do it on the outside just to finish it off. And to use it up, eh? Now I thought I had, yep, I've got this piece left. So what we're going to do is chop a couple of pieces. One, and we'll do another piece. Two. Okay. So what I did to pull my envelopes aside, I just grabbed my bone folder and I just gently pushed it down the side. Okay. What you could also do is gently, well not gently, but well gently too, but just trim off a slither either side. But I just found that if I did this, it pulled it apart very easily and very gently. There you go, look at that. I'll do the other side while we're here. Oops. There we are. Look at that. And of course you're not going to see this side, but that doesn't matter. And that's all I've done. And you end up with that piece. Okay? Just like that. And while you've got it apart, you could also create envelope templates too if you wanted to. So, and then use your DSP to create more envelopes. So what I'm thinking we'll do is with this piece, this thinner piece, we're going to put this on the side of our envelope. just like that. We'll trim this off. Now, if you want the tutorial for this card, it'll have a list of supplies, measurements in A2 and A5, A5 inches and imperial, and also A2 inches. Comment below, comment ephemera pack, okay, and I will shoot it off to you. So all you have to do is click on the link below to subscribe to my newsletter, and I will send it off to you. And we're going to grab a piece of basic white. It's a little bit crooked, but you know what? It doesn't matter. Now, I could also put this onto a piece of Bummy Blue if I wanted to, but I'm going to stick it straight onto our base card. Just like that. And that is our card for today. So I hope you've enjoyed that. Thank you for joining me. I really appreciate it. And as I said, don't forget to click on the link below to check out to see what Robbie's done. And click on the link below to subscribe to my newsletter to grab your tutorial. And we'll see you again next Sunday. Okay, thanks a lot. See ya. Hooray.